The battleground called America sees one skirmish after another, but who is fighting for faith, family, and flag? Charles Benninghoff, and here he is with today's action plan to defeat the forces of globalism.
The cat's out of the bag, boys and girls. The biggest national security data breach in the United States history, and there's not even a single Russian involved. This information is so explosive that the very fake news media will not cover it. Everything I'm about to tell you is factual, 100% factual, and you can look it up for yourself on our action page. When you go to our action page, down at the left on the bottom are a bunch of footnotes. Those footnotes will take you to all our sources, so you don't have to take our word for it. But we're putting together issues in a way that no other news source has been able to do. And when you get down to the end of this video, you'll see why nobody else has been able to connect these dots. So let's get started. The Muslim Brotherhood hacked every computer and mobile device in every House Democrat's office, according to Front Page magazine. There are 4 Pakistani employees who were information technology or IT workers. And while they were working, they set up computers known as thin clients. That's T-H-I-N, thin clients, just like what every one of us wants to be, a thin client. But these thin clients were set up in the Democrats' offices, every single Democrat. A thin client is a computer that dumps all of its data to an offsite server. In this case, an unauthorized offsite server. Sound familiar? Shades of Hillary. Every classified email, every classified memo, every classified document, and some of them that weren't classified, and every other Anthony Weiner-style picture that was offloaded from every House Democrat's office went to this offsite server. So somebody knows every secret dirty trick in the book about every Democrat. Wasn't there someone in the news last year, I think I seem to remember, who had the same sort of trouble for using an authorized offsite server? Well, this is just Hillary's bathroom closet server all over again, except on the world's biggest hack scale. Former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, who you may remember, deleted at least 30,000 emails from her unauthorized server that was in her bathroom closet, was virtually unimpeachable. And now we know why. She's got the dirt on everybody in the Democrat Party. This data breach is so huge that Congress cannot investigate it. Every Democrat on every committee that could investigate this is actually an accomplice or a victim, or in some other way directly tied to this data breach because of the operations of the Democrat National Committee, as well as affiliations with Clinton herself. So it's time for a special prosecutor to investigate this Muslim Brotherhood hack of every House Democrat, and probably every Democrat Senate contingency as well. Today, I'll tell you in detail about this hack and who the key players are. I'll let you know why we need a special prosecutor to investigate and prosecute the case. I'll let you know how you can help get a special prosecutor appointed. How do you do that? By speaking out to House Republicans. Yes, the Republicans. Why do we speak out to Congress? Many people ask me this question. The answer is because it works. When enough patriots raise an issue with the representatives and senators, they do take action. Here's an example. In 2015, 2 Muslims tried to assassinate conservative activists Pam Geller and Robert Spencer at a Draw Muhammad art contest that was being held in Garland, Texas. Our followers and activists demanded answers from Congress when we learned that an undercover FBI agent not only encouraged the attack, but drove to the site of the attack in a car right behind those terrorists. That FBI agent then fled the scene when the attack started without coming to the aid of his fellow officers as they were being shot. FBI guy. Something, huh? After our network of patriots sent personal letters to Congress using our GEMS system, the Senate Homeland Security Committee opened a formal investigation into the FBI's role in that terrorist attack. and we'll keep you posted as that investigation continues. So, if you want to be a part of this effort, sign up. You can click the subscribe link below and subscribe to my YouTube channel, or mouse over the video screen right now, or tap it on your mobile device. Then click the YouTube icon, the big eye in the upper right corner, to find a link to my website where you can sign up for my newsletters. When you get done there, just come back here. We'll be waiting for you. Now, the Muslim Brotherhood hacking scandal, the biggest hack in the world. WorldNet Daily, Front Page Mag, Zero Hedge, and even the Daily Caller have reported on this story, but not a one of them have put the pieces together. Not a one of them have connected the dots. Well, here we're connecting the dots, and that's why sometimes I'm called the dot doctor. This started back in 2005 when Hillary Clinton was a senator from New York, and her Muslim Brotherhood advisor, Huma Abedin, was right by her side. That's Huma Abedin. She's the one that's married to that guy Weiner, who just got a sentence for exposing himself to an underage little girl. So, Huma Abedin and Hillary Clinton's good friend, Representative Debbie Wasserman-Schultz, then hired a 22-year-old IT worker from Pakistan. His name was Imran Awan. These two people had the power to hire an unvetted Pakistan because Obama had put into place a series of actions that allowed this to occur without these immigrants being vetted. So you must be thinking, this is just conspiracy theory, right? There's no possible tie between the Clintons and a 22-year-old IT worker from Pakistan, right? Well, here's a picture from Imran's Facebook page as he's whispering in a Slick Willie's ear. So sure enough, there's a connection. They definitely know each other. Over the next 4 years, Imran became indispensable to more than a dozen House Democrats. In about 2009, Imran helped secure IT jobs for his brothers and his wife. The four Pakistanis were each earning $160,000 a year, each, which is 3 times the salary of all other IT workers in the House. From 2009 to 2013, these 4 employees, who Front Page Mag says were Muslim Brotherhood operatives, were controlling the office computers for the Democrats on the House Intelligence Committee, the House Foreign Affairs Committee, and the House Homeland Security Committee, the heart and soul of the House. Just about everything that goes through those committees, by the way, is completely classified. That 4-year period coincides with Hillary Clinton's time as Secretary of State. All of the data on those thin client computers set up by these Pakistanis were dumped and connected to an off-site server. Who had access to those data? Who controlled those off-site servers? Well, I think we all know. The Democrats are so stupid that these 4 federal government employees, who were Muslim Brotherhood operatives, had the iPhones of all the Democrats and all of their employees linked to a single non-government iTunes account. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Everybody's iPhone, whether they were an elected official or an employee of an elected official in the House of Representatives, so long as they were Democrats, had their iPhones hooked up to one non-government iTunes account. So whoever controlled that iTunes account knew everything about everybody, what they did, who they slept with, who they didn't sleep with, what they did in their pastime, what they did in their short time. Maybe the Democrats were just stealing music, but it sounds to me like they were building up psychological profiles on all the Democrats and their employees, including their listening and browsing habits, so that the Clintons could have total control over the Democrat Party. Imagine every image of every single saucy lady or guy was known on a real-time basis to the Clinton family, or should I say, the Clinton crime family. What better way to secure weapon contracts for the Muslim Brotherhood in Egypt, Libya, and Syria, by the way, all of which were brokered by the Clinton Foundation, than if you control the votes of every Democrat because you have all the dirt on them. And when I say every House Democrat, I'm not kidding. Starting in 2013, the Awan brothers were hired to do the IT work for the entire House Democrat caucus. Every single Democrat. These 4 Muslim Brotherhood operatives had access to every Democrat network, every password on every mobile device and laptop, and every computer of every staffer and every Democrat representative. And I think probably also the same happened in the House. The same happened in the Senate. I'm convinced of that. That's total control. And all of the data was dumped by this thin client computer network to an unauthorized offsite server. If a special prosecutor starts digging into this world's greatest hack, where do you suppose it'll lead? My guess is the trail leads right back to a crime family that operates through bribery, blackmail, and bullets, and a certain unauthorized server that has been in the news in a bathroom ever since the Benghazi investigations kicked off in 2013. Remember that lyric, bribery, blackmail, and bullets, because that's what I allege the Clintons did to the entire Democrat caucus in the House, all their employees, and maybe even the Senate too. And that's how exactly the Clintons have operated for decades. Look at the case of the DNC staffer, Seth Rich, whom we now know was a source of the DNC emails that ended up in the hands of WikiLeaks. Probably those emails caused Hillary Clinton to lose the election, which is why he got murdered. There was never a Russian hacker working with Donald Trump. Donald Trump was not even involved in any way, shape, or form. The DNC hack was an inside job, as I said, by Seth Rich, a lover of America, a lover of freedom, who was intellectually crushed when he discovered that the DNC he was working for had torpedoed Bernie Sanders, and he then decided to rat out the DNC and the Clinton crime family too. Rich was shot in the back of the head in a nice neighborhood in Washington, D.C. after WikiLeaks released the DNC emails. Police said it was a robbery, even though Rich's corpse still had his watch and his wallet. 114 people have had direct association with the Clintons, and they have ended up dead by gunshot, stabbing, drowning, car crashes, single-engine plane crashes, friendly fire at Waco, and even decapitations on the train tracks since the late 1980s when Slick Willie was governor of Arkansas. You can do a Google search for the term Clinton body count. That's Clinton body count. If you want to have nightmares for a couple of weeks, count them all out. Seth Rich might just be their latest victim, and I believe he was. If the Clintons controlled the Democrat Party due to hacking all their computers with these Muslim Brotherhood IT workers, then you can easily see how Hillary Clinton stole the nomination from Bernie Sanders, as well as the reason why fired FBI Director James Comey let her off the hook. Maybe he was hacked too. The Clintons have dirt on every Democrat, which is why a special prosecutor is needed. If Congress were to investigate this hack, every Democrat on every committee is already compromised. Congress cannot investigate itself. Congress is compromised. How could America's brightest minds allow such a colossal, massive, gargantuan, over-the-top world's greatest hack happen right inside the halls of Congress? So, we have to call on the House Oversight Committee to demand that a special prosecutor be appointed to investigate the world's greatest hack. And in this case, the hack is real. These aren't fake hackers from Russia. They're real people with ties to the Muslim Brotherhood and the Clinton crime family, who we knew were running an unauthorized offsite server themselves. They've admitted that in their private bathroom. Well, here's how you can help. Go to our action page today and send personal letters to the House Oversight Committee. We need to flood their offices with letters calling for a special prosecutor to destroy the world's biggest hack, disassemble it, get rid of it, and find out where all that data went. The safety and security of the United States itself depends on this. With your help, I know we can succeed in this effort. So stay tuned for the next screen where Bob Mallory will have instructions letting you know how to get to our action page. And once you get there, what to do, the simple steps to send those personal letters. This is Charles Benninghoff, signing off and wishing you freedom, fulfillment, and God's many blessings.
If you're on our action page on our website, use the form next to the video screen to select a program and send personal letters to Congress. If you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook, click the icon appearing now to find the link to our action page, or check the video's description to find the link. Speak out today.